Thomas Conrath, great to be here at TETRA Mobielfunk, HMF nowadays. 3 letters, lots of stuff.
Yes.
Right? So I have been visiting HMF a few months back. We talked about that. I had a great presentation. I had a great time at your office. You're focusing on this smart box. We covered that just a little bit, right? And I want to know, because I'm now at the smart box, what you guys are exactly showcasing here, because the color is kind of attractive, kind of an interesting color, but it's not only the color, it's what you can do with what's inside. Tell me all about it, because I'm really curious. It's about TETRA, 4G, 5G, it's about whatever. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks a lot and welcome to Cologne, by the way. Nice to see you here. My name is Thomas from HMF Smart Solutions, and we're gonna show here, like you introduced correctly, the 5G Smart Box, a new product, a new solution, you might say, of HMF company. And what is this all about? This is a full functional standalone 5G system, and it's live here. Absolutely 100% live.
This is all.
We are live on air.
What you need for a 5G system.
This is all what you need for a 5G system, all included.
That's amazing.
Everything included. So it does include the core components you need, the RAN components you need. You can see there are different base stations that we can use with the system, but the basic idea and the highlight is that it's a standalone system. You can use it anywhere in Germany. There's a licensed frequency band to operate for customer companies, for industry companies to operate this system to serve their different use cases here in Germany. So this is all you need to have a private, full private, your own 5G network. And it's live here, and it's pretty easy to use, it's pretty easy to set up. Actually, it can be taken into live action in a few hours, and still we can combine it with different kinds and different models of indoor base stations, outdoor base stations, whatever the scenario needs, we can serve this. And all combined together with a single multi-technology core that can even serve 4G equipment. So this can be used for isolated private 5G networks in the industry environment. We call them campus networks here in Germany, a pretty known term here. And you might ask yourself, why should customers start using that technology? Why should they migrate from narrowband to such a technology? Or why should they migrate from like Wi-Fi scenarios to this? This is mainly because they operate their data transmission on dedicated frequencies, dedicated spectrum they basically own, and they have a secure, safe transmission of data, reliable transmission. That's the point, differentiating from Wi-Fi, for example. But what kind of data is that? For example, we show one example here. That is one very important use case that we think that is critical communications as we used to know them. Like the critical communications we realized in TETRA or in DMR and other technologies can be migrated to 5G technology, or 4G that is, and can be hosted on such a private network. So we have a full functional critical communication set here that from a functional point of view relates to TETRA technology. So it combines all that TETRA can do in a software application being hosted on that private network. And at the same time, it can very easily be connected to legacy communication systems like TETRA.
Let me do it this way. So, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm testing the latency here right now, and latency is one of the things that when you talk about critical communications is really critical. So the latency is okay. So these two devices are running over this system over here, this 5G system, and that works, of course, flawlessly. Otherwise, TETRA Mobielfunk HMF wouldn't demonstrate that over here. So that is one. But the great thing about this system, as I just understood from Thomas, is that it combines so many technologies. Right, let's dive a little bit more deeper into the system, okay?
this is not only meant to do a fixed deployment, but also really fits good scenarios of ad hoc networks, emergency communication, and rapid deployment scenarios, because this is an all-in-one system. You can install those components onto any kind of vehicle, even on a trailer, and then move your critical communication system to wherever you like and wherever there's a need to, maybe in the case of incident or natural disaster.
Command and control vehicles, for example.
Exactly.
So is there a power supply in it as well, a backup power supply?
Yes, of course. So it can be easily taken into action, being powered by battery and being powered by diesel generators, for example, to really quickly move to the scene of action, move to the scene of incident, and being deployed there and operated there without many hassles.
Okay. Now I have a question, because you can move the system, you can have the battery power, but then you have the antennas, right? 5G, as far as I know, and many other people do know, it has a limited reach. So how do you extend that reach?
The easiest way to extend the reach would be to use a mast installation or to use some kind of hydraulic mast pump mast, things like that. But please keep in mind you can combine this with external antennas, or you can just use the internal antennas. So the antenna installation itself is pretty easy, it's pretty quick to deploy.
So what range are we talking about in open fields?
In open fields, some kilometers range.
Well, for the small disaster, for the big accident, that's just enough, right?
That's fair enough. Yeah. Okay. For the forces working on scene, fast setting up communications, and it's about collaborating together for different agencies and user organizations.
Edwin asked me if I have a makeup lady with me, but I don't have that. I don't need this one for this presentation, so I'm going to put this one over here. Edwin, you know, just come into the picture, because people would like to see you. I just had a very interesting discussion with Thomas about these campus networks and how we can deploy it, how fast it can be deployed, how easy is it to be deployed, and what you can do with it. Now, he sent me to you to discuss the next topic, which is streaming POC services. Explain to me what we're looking at here. I see a lot of camera footage.
What I'm introducing at the PMR Expo this year is live streaming POC services as a service. So that means that we are going to introduce also the live stream advantages that public safety users are already using widespread globally to the commercial and industrial market. Also for similar use cases, but for example, instead of a wildfire, you can do inspections of bridges, or in a grid you can, do inspections of cabling. So also for the industrial business critical market, the live streaming and POC service can be a very good solution to improve efficiency, improve the workflow, and with the POC services also have the communications on the same platform. This is basically a cloud-hosted solution.
Yes.
So what you need is subscriber licenses, basically on any Android or iOS device.
Yeah, for a standalone, you can use that as standalone with 5G, 4G over
public networks, over your Wi-Fi network, and you can combine those connectivities to get centralized, local situational awareness. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
So what we see, for example, here, as said, the drone is connected to our private 5G network running here in the background. We connect the RTSP streaming from that device.
Yes.
We take the RTSP streams from the body camera, which is running on an LTE public network.
Yeah, that's right. These are the body cams. All right.
And what we see in the industry is that you can make really more efficiency, for example, by adding live streaming to your operations. What you can also do, what is a big advantage, you can centralize your expertise. So you don't need to send out your experts to incident or for repair services or for maintenance services. You can use your field engineering group, have a centralized expert supporting them remotely. which saves time.
I was only dreaming 5 years ago about those kinds of solutions that were available, and now we're there. It's live. It's already, you know, it's already working right now. You can buy these systems already, right? It's
and
there.
really important for the industry user. It's easy to use. It's easy to access. You don't need the upfront investment of the core solution. We take care for that.